I'd like to call to order the Landmarks Commission meeting for August 25th, 2025. The time is 7 p.m. Roll call, please.
Linda Henry.
Here.
Pete Lynch.
Here.
Whit Wardell.
Here.
David Craycraft.
Here.
Roger White here.
I'd like to make a motion that we excuse Patrick Lynch and Rich Dabda.
I'll second that. Roll call, David Craycraft.
Yes.
Whit Wardell.
Yes.
Linda Henry.
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Pete Lynch.
Yes. Can I get an approval of minutes for the July 28th, 2025 Landmarks Commission meeting? Anyone? I'll make a motion to approve the July 28th, 2025 Landmarks Commission meeting.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call, David Craycraft.
Abstain.
Whit Wardell.
Abstain.
Linda Henry.
Yes.
Pete Lynch.
Yes.
Roger White, yes.
Just as a reminder, you can vote if you read the minutes, not just if you were here.
Okay.
You want to We're going to recall it or make another motion since we already voted.
We will revote
No.
next month, just a reminder for the future.
Okay.
The first application on tonight's agenda is CA 25034. Address is 52 East Columbus Street. The request this evening is to paint the exterior of the building and accessory building in the rear yard. This residential home was moved to this property around 1885. In 1900, a second story was added to the home along with the front porch. This property is on the National Register for Columbus Street since 1989. The applicant is requesting approval to paint the exterior of the home. The primary paint color is the proposed bare ecological green. The trim would be a diamond therapy white, and then the doors, the applicant is requesting to paint limousine black. I have paint samples to pass around from the applicant on the details. Up on the screen is a exhibit showing all the components on the house and noting what colors will go where on the front of the home. Noting that the window trim and the pillars will be white, that the porch roof, the door trim and screen door will be black, and then all the house and porch floor and lattice work will be the green. When looking at the rear of the house, again, trim for the windows will be white, the main siding the green, and then when looking at the detached building, white for the windows, green for the siding and the lights, white garage doors, and then on the other side of the building there is a man door that would be painted black. Applicant's here to answer any questions you have, and again, paint samples are being passed around to take a look at.
Have these stayed?
Is the applicant present? If you wouldn't mind stepping up to the podium and signing in, please.
The comparable Sherwin-Williams colors, just because a lot of the painters we contacted were like, they really want to be Sherwin-Williams. So I brought like the same, they're pretty much the same kind of thing.
Passes. Oh, sorry.
I have a question. So the Dynasty paint here, this looks very gray, so is that not showing
It's just the
up?
printer,
Okay, that's why I wondered, because I
Yeah.
like this better.
yeah. The printouts weren't
I know
nearly
it's
as good.
always like that.
Yeah.
Those are loose.
A question about the doors. So it says black door trim, screen door, and door. You're gonna do the casing around the door also black, or is
So-
that?
Hopefully this is okay, but in looking at that door, it's actually a really nice, like metal Anderson door that's already white. So I was thinking we might just leave the door and the trim around it, like do the white, because the door is already white.
Sounds great.
And it's a nice door, so I thought,
You answered my question.
Okay.
So you're just gonna leave it as is then?
The door itself would be white as is, yeah,
Okay.
and then the trim though would be the white. I was trying to match the white to the door. And, yeah,
So all of the man doors, though, will be black.
the doors themselves would be black, yes, the main,
And I'm assuming all of your windows are wood?
yes.
Okay. So all the grids within the window, everything will be painted the same?
The white, mhm.
Okay.
I like the green versus what it is now.
I agree. It's a beautiful home.
I think it's a lovely color combination personally. In the photograph, it kind of looks like you maybe have a satin finish on there now. Is this going to be a matte finish that you're doing?
I really didn't even think about that. I don't have a preference.
Don't know.
If you tell me you want it a certain way, I'll certainly do that.
No,
but
I was just
don't-
curious.
Okay. I'd probably just see what the painters recommend maybe, or whatever is most durable and will clean nice, I guess.
Yeah.
Any further questions? I'd like to make a motion that we approve application CA-25-034 as presented.
I'll second. Roll call, Pete Lynch,
Yes.
Linda Henry,
Yes.
David Craycraft.
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Whit Wardell.
Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you. Do I keep those? or-
Thank you.
Thank you. The next application, CA 25035, is for 151 West Waterloo. The request this evening is for new asphalt shingles. This garage was constructed around 1928 through 1932. The facade has been modernized over time as the building has had several additions to the sides and rear. The applicant is seeking approval for the new asphalt shingles that were installed back in July. The asphalt shingles are a GAF Timberline HDZ shingle. I did my best to figure out what color they were. I'll kind of go over that in some photos here as it was not indicated in the application. When looking at the roof composition prior to the work, there were four different roofing sections. Three of them have been touched. I've labeled them here A, B, and C. A was a brown asphalt shingle. B was a standing seam metal. And then C was a gray asphalt shingle that has been all changed to be a matching asphalt shingle. When looking at those three areas up close, you can see A here was a dimensional brown. B again was the standing seam. That's the smallest roof section, probably the oldest part of the structure. And then C, which is the largest roof section here, was the 3-tab gray. When looking at the work that was completed, all three of these sections have matching shingles now. Again, I kind of use my best judgment here. It's either the GAF Pewter Gray or GAF Oyster Gray. I know in the application I noted Birchwood, but when I was looking at the samples from GF's website, those two seem to be the most comparable depending on kind of what lighting you were looking at. The applicant's here to answer any questions you have. And if you want to reference any of the before or after pictures, I can flip back and forth, just let me know.
Is the applicant present?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind stepping up to the podium, please. Andrew, this was done in July?
Correct. Yeah, we went out and took some photos as the work was wrapping up, sent notice to the property owner that they had to get landmarks approval for the change. The applicant responded back immediately and filed. He filed for this, I think, days before your last landmarks meeting. So it's just a function of missing the meeting cutoff time to be on the agenda.
Thank you. There's a lot going on here.
Yes, there is.
Is the rear portion, you did not touch that, is that
Yes, sir,
correct?
that's correct.
What type of roof is on that?
It's a rubber membrane. We did touch it, we made a repair. It's the same exact material, we just made it sound.
Okay.
Is that valley between the front two sections, that's also rubber?
Yes, sir. Yes, and it ties into the rubber flat portion that's just behind the metal structure in the picture.
So all these portions with the rubber roofing, that's just gonna stay?
Ask your question again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the rubber stays
Yep.
the
Rubber's
same.
just gonna stay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yep.
And Andrew, what's the the pewter gray versus the oyster gray?
Just a different color. It was hard to tell.
Oh,
I'm sure
okay.
the applicant can tell you exactly what color it is. That was just
Okay.
my best guess based off of the information provided.
If I can. Is it okay to speak? I don't know how
Sure.
this works. So that was my mistake. I meant to send you everything that we had talked about. I unfortunately missed the color. The color of the shingles is considered charcoal.
You know, what was on there before? It was shingles, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can see here in the A picture, that was dimensional shingles. We replaced it with another dimensional shingle. We replaced it with a 50-year shingle.
Okay.
And the color is just a little bit different. As mentioned, it's considered charcoal. To create uniformity in the building, we actually removed the metal structure itself and put the 50-year charcoal shingle on there as well. And then structure C was a 3-tab shingle that had been completely past its years, and we replaced it with the exact same GAF charcoal 50-year shingle.
Now, you did take the shingles off of the front facade.
Correct, yes, the
What did you
picture A,
replace? Yeah, what did you replace it now?
With rubber.
Yes, you can see the number A and also on B.
yep, on B, you can see it on A now, the parapet wall, the backside of the parapet wall did have shingles. We removed those shingles and put rubber membrane.
Normally, we would like to see, standing seam put back with standing seam, but I think everybody might agree with me here, this is a strange scenario. And the fact that you really can't see it much due to the house being so close beside, it looks like it was pretty close to its lifespan there, so overall, I think it's a nice improvement.
Much more
I agree.
continuity than before.
Yeah. Of course, no one can see it like this from the street.
Yeah, right.
I've always been curious to what it looked like from the sky there, so.
We've got more pictures if you'd like to see them.
Oh, I think this is probably gonna do it.
I have a question in regards to the siding that's on there. It looks like it needs some help.
Yes.
You know, normally a person would do that before they put the new roof on.
That's in the plan.
Pardon?
That's in the plan. We need to put something together for you.
Do you guys have any recommendations for us before we move forward with that? On things that you guys would approve or that you would allow?
So just
That's
as a,
right, yes.
when looking at this building, I apologize, I only included this front photo here. I'm sure the property owner and applicant could elaborate a little better. I noted this building is kind of a bunch of additions over time. So when looking at just this front facade here, the lower portion of this is a stucco material that's scored and painted to look like brick. The mansard roof above is a Dutch lap wood siding. And then when you go down the south side of the building, the majority of it is a wood siding. When you go down until you reach the back, and it's kind of hard to see, but once you reach this back, this is block, correct?
Yeah.
And then this side of the building is also a wood siding, but there are are they real shutters that don't,
Yeah.
there's no opening behind them? There's like some real shutter details that cover kind of like penetrations in the building for HVAC. It's definitely the same kind of like add-on approach historically as the aerial view kind of shows. So I don't know if there's any more clarity to that, but it's really a lot of different elements and pieces on the exterior of the building as well.
Just based on the simple fact that 5 structures had been built together over time.
I don't know that I have any recommendations at this time. Something I'd have to think about for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, we can certainly present some options if you guys are open to that.
As far as this application goes, does anyone have any further questions? No. I'd like to make a motion to approve application CA-25-035 as presented.
Second.
I will second that. Roll call. David Craycraft?
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Linda Henry?
Yes.
Pete Lynch?
Yes.
Whit Wardell?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you both.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
guys.
The next application, CA 25036, address is 4 South High Street. The applicant is requesting to change out the awnings on the front of the building. Up on the screen, photograph of the front of the building. The first floor tenant, the Wigwam, is requesting, the building owner is requesting new awnings to replace the existing. It looks like the existing awnings here were put in 2016. The color, I'm sure I could reference, I could find is in that book, but the applicant's requesting to replace those with the Sunbrella Black Taupe Fancy. I have marked that in the Sunbrella book for you guys to take a look at. The applicant does note that currently those awnings have a scalped free-floating edge at the bottom. They would like for it to be a square, rigid edge. Other than that, the framing for the awning is not being modified with the replacement.
I saw these, okay.
Andrew, can you repeat that last part? The frame is not being
The
replaced?
frame's not being modified. The only change is that the scalloped bottom will be a square, rigid bottom.
And it's just these two, correct?
Correct. And these awnings do have closed sides.
Is the applicant present? Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Any questions, anyone?
I think it's pretty cut and dry.
I like it.
And I like this.
So these are like shingles on this roof, the entrance here?
It's a metal roof.
Oh, it's metal?
Yeah, it's a black metal roof.
Okay, but that would go
So
very
we-
nice with the stripe.
Yeah, with the black stripe might
Yeah.
tie together.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we approve CA 25037 as presented.
Six.
Oh, that's, oh, 36 as presented.
I'll second.
Roll call. Whit Wardell?
Yes.
David Craycraft?
Yes.
Pete Lynch?
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Linda Henry?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The next application, CA 25037, the address is 36 North High Street. The request is for 4 new windows on the first floor of the building. This home was constructed around 1870. It has also been on the National Register since 1989. It has been converted to an office building since the 1970s. When looking at kind of my records here, the last almost 20 years of this property, it has been almost nothing but real estate offices. When looking at the building here, the applicant is requesting to replace 4 of the windows on the first floor. The 4 that are being replaced are up on the screen. The applicant has provided both interior and exterior photographs for your review. The applicant notes that they appear to be the original wood windows to the house. The new windows they are looking to install are an aluminum clad window. The aluminum clad details have been provided in your packet from their installer. One thing to note with the aluminum clad window is that it would have a wood interior The exterior window trim would not be modified with this installation. However, this is the first window, I believe, that I've ever presented to the Landmarks Commission that has the blinds internal to the panes of the glass. So I did just want to show that detail up on the screen for you guys for your review. When I was looking through some photographs of this house, I did note that a year or two ago, all these windows did have a window grid system in them, and the windows haven't been changed out, so I don't know if the window grids were just snap-on grids on the inside of the house that had been removed. The front commercial window was like a 24 grid window, and when I went and took some photographs of the property, you can see that one has the grids removed as well. So I don't know if those were just purely decorative, but that was one of the questions I did ask the applicant, just doing a Google view of the house. I saw there were grids, her application had no grids. I went out and verified that there's no more grids on any of the windows, so if anybody had the same kind of memory I did, that's kind of what was taking place here.
Is the applicant here?
So is the exterior trim going to stay
Yeah,
as is?
I had the contractor, I think that was a question that came up, and I had him come out and look at it again, and he said that it wouldn't change. The only thing too is it doesn't have to have the blinds in the windows, so if that's something that needs changed, it doesn't need to have those.
Does it, maybe I'm missing it here, does it specify the color of the cladding on the outside?
Just white.
It's just white? Any shade of white or just white?
I can look, I'm not sure of the exact colors. It's probably in there.
And these windows being replaced, those are all wood? They
Yeah.
look like they're clad on the outside.
The outside is wood.
Is it?
Mhm. Like the trim around it is wood.
Just mean the sash itself looks like it's a cladded window.
Or is that like a screen on that bottom?
Yes.
Okay.
It's interesting. Andrew, did we get an answer on the grids? Were those just taken out?
When I got there, we bought it October of '24, and it didn't have grids in it.
Okay. So they must have been applied.
I mean, so since, Andrew, you showed us the detail of the screens, do you want the screens or do you not want the screens?
The screens are fine. I think when Andrew brought up the blinds, the blinds being on the inside, if we don't put blinds in the window, it doesn't matter.
I would think they'd be less expensive without.
Without them.
I don't think we've ever had a case where we've had
No,
screens inside the window.
not a feature that would have been available anytime when that was original to the house. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think we've had that before either, but I think I agree due to the
Not
historic district that the blinds are probably not appropriate.
Mhm.
And we already have blinds in the building. Like we replaced it with new blinds when we bought it.
So we're just looking two first floor windows on each
It's-
side?
Yeah, both of the, there's 4
And
total windows.
what's the plan for the upstairs?
Before I found out how much the windows were, we were gonna do the upstairs too. So probably next year.
Okay.
The bottom are the worst, like a couple of them are rotted and they've put like putty or something on them and you can put your hands through them. So that's why we're doing the first floor.
So I think the windows are fine. We'll just omit or delete the screens.
The screens or the blinds?
The blinds.
The blinds.
Okay.
I'll
And
make a
then
mo-
do you want me to get like a new bid from him to submit to you guys, or how does that?
No, you don't have to get a new bid.
Okay.
Just whenever, for landmarks, just whenever you have your contractor put your stuff together, just have him modify his information for you to make sure you're getting the
With
right
the-
window.
Okay, that makes sense.
So no blinds in the exterior window. Trim
No
stays.
blinds.
Yeah, and window trim on the outside stays.
I'll make a motion to approve application CA-25-037 with the exception that there will be no blinds.
I'll second that motion.
Roll call, Whit Martell.
Yes.
Pete Lynch,
Yes.
David Craycraft.
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Linda Henry.
Yes.
Actually, I was also going to say that the exterior trim will stay as is.
That was indicated in the application.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
The next application is CA 25038, address is 10 West Oak Street. The applicant is requesting approval for some historical signage and adding HVAC vents penetrations to the building. Excuse me. The applicant has submitted the attached photograph with their renderings located on the right side of the screen. They're requesting to add OP Cheney and Son to the north and east elevation of the grain elevator. The historical photograph here shows some faded lettering of where it was placed on these approximate elevations in the past. The applicant has noted this is to be a sans serif type font to match what's on the building, painted white on those facades. In addition, the applicant has also indicated they would like to put in the 3 HVAC penetrations on the building. The first is on the, roughly the third floor of the, second or third floor of the east elevation. This vent is a 30-inch by 42-inch metal louvered vent, noted to be painted the same color as the siding. And then on the fifth floor, on the north side of the building, on either side of the window there, they are requesting to put in 2 additional HVAC vents. The applicant noted that those are being added to relieve heat buildup inside of the space, and that's why they're being requested this evening along with the paint. So if I have any questions from the commission, I'd be glad to help answer the applicants here as well.
On the north elevation, I mean, the 2 vents up on the 3rd floor are oriented, I mean, like they should be, 42 across, but the ones on the east elevation, and maybe there was another picture I saw, looks like it was 30 inches wide versus 42 high, but that's just a graphical error, maybe.
Yeah, I think the applicant can answer that because the email I received from the contractor noted they were all to be the same 42 wide.
Yes. You know what I mean, Todd?
Yeah, the one on the east elevation is an intake louver, and the 2 on the north elevations are,
Well, the
Exhaust louver.
east elevation that's up right now, I mean, graphically, it looks like it's 30 inches wide by 42 inches tall. You see what I mean?
yeah, I see
Really,
what you
they're
mean. Yeah, I see what you mean.
42 inches wide by 30 inches tall.
Yeah, yeah, that's gotta just be a mistake.
Those just run on like a power vent? up
Yeah,
there?
the ones on the 5th floor have got a thermostat that comes on at like 100 degrees. And I think it's interlocked with the one on the 3rd floor, that it'll come open when the ones up on top aren't, it'll go shut, so there's no birds or bugs.
We just put one in a building in Lancaster like this, it made a huge difference.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Are there screens on the inside of these?
I don't know about these.
I mean, on the one
Yeah,
you
the
did?
ones we did have screens.
Just to keep
They were a little bit
birds
more
and
round.
bugs.
They're all painted the same as the siding?
Yes.
The lettering, Todd, that's just the 2 sides, north and east side as well? It's not going on the,
It was also on the south side, but we didn't think that was really friendly to the housing It's a little,
You're gonna have a sign on the ground there
Yeah.
anyway, right? I think it'll look nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I'm assuming all the lettering is the same proportion, that's what was up there?
they tried to match it, they tried to match it with the overhangs to get as close as they could. The one on the north was pretty easy because it's pretty much east to west, and the one on the east was a little more difficult because like you can see in the old picture, the Ann Sons is blocked by the train station. It's there, but you can't see it.
Just the vents and the paint, correct?
Yes.
Any further questions?
I've never noticed this chimney on the building until this very second.
In that old photograph?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that
I've never
one
paid
before.
attention enough to,
Either.
there's the
interesting.
chimney here, and there's a flat roof section right here. Unless this is the chimney for the train depot that I'm seeing in the foreground.
Yeah, it must be. I'd like to make a motion to approve application CA-25-038 as presented.
Second,
Roll call, David Craycraft.
yes.
Whit Wardell.
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Linda Henry.
Yes.
Pete Lynch.
Yes.
Do you know what color white you're doing for the lettering?
Pardon me?
What color white for the lettering? Like an off-white?
No, but I can pick one because I know we've had that discussion before on how many variations of white there are, so.
I was just curious. I didn't see it listed, so I didn't know if you guys.
I'll get you something, I'll get you a paint card, what they'd like to use.
Okay.
All right.
I can email the color to these guys too, if you just let me know.
Okay. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Thank you.
The last application on tonight's agenda is CA 25039. The address is 17 North Trine Street. The request is to renovate the shed in the rear yard. This subject property, constructed originally in 1864, had a major remodel in 2016. The current property owner is requesting to renovate the existing shed that's in the rear yard to match some of the aesthetic of the rest of the property. The applicant notes that the shed will have with the redesign, a wood board and batten siding to be painted black, a new black standing seam metal roof, and the applicant has also included details for some new black gooseneck lighting to go on the structure. The photograph from the right is the inspiration photo provided by the applicant. There was no indication on if the door or the window was to be changed with this project other than just the new siding and roofing.
Is the applicant here?
I don't see her.
Andrew, the gooseneck light, where's it going to go?
The application only notes here, find it in the statement. It does not say. And it says there's two of them being proposed.
So is that a door on this, on the left side?
There's a man door right here. The photos in your,
Oh, I see that.
the photos in your packet are the only photos provided by the applicant. It looks like it's all showing the same elevation, just from different
There are
angles.
two man doors, Dave. There's one there to the left, and there's also one right around the corner to the
Okay.
facing the garage. Andrew, it doesn't say anything about the windows?
It does not. No, the original request came from their electrician, asking to do the electric work, and they provided most of what's in your packet. I emailed the property owner and asked for her to get her submittal together for Landmarks Commission, noting the details for the material for the board and batten, and also if the roof is going to be standing seam with hidden fasteners or corrugated metal. She got me that information, but did not supplement anything else.
would that roofing kind of match what's going on here on this little side porch with the house?
Yeah, the metal roofing would match the breezeway from the house to the garage, correct?
That would be nice.
Does that gooseneck light match the ones on the front of the garage? On the alley side?
It's pretty close. It's in the same style.
Okay.
I think that they're probably a little bigger.
I would imagine it'd be what, in the center of the gable? Maybe that's where these goosenecks are?
I would think so, there's not much room to put it over the door.
And Pete, you said the man doors are under each gable side of the structure?
Yeah, they have, the one in the front's in the same location as that left one. I just wonder the intent of the windows and doors is by the time you re-side it, you're gonna wish you put those in there.
You mean similar to what's on the inspiration photo?
Well, not in my opinion. but
Is there,
I'm not
are
sure
there
what-
grids in
what
that
they-
window right there? The existing?
I think
window?
so, but it's just a single non-operable pane, and it's really worn, they're worn out. I can't remember, is there one on the other side? That's the only, I believe that's the only window.
You don't think they'd take it out altogether, do you?
I don't know, we can specify that. It's not being requested. Or we can table it and have her come back and,
I'd say we need more information.
Agreed.
yeah.
Table for the next meeting, is that what you're thinking?
I think so. I'm sure she's ready to get moving on it, but I would think they would be trying to do something with the windows and doors
Mhm.
and not being sure where to position the light.
I agree with
I'd like to make a motion to, for application CA 25039 that we table.
I'll second.
Roll call, Linda Henry,
that. Yes.
Pete Ledge,
Yes.
Roger White, yes, Whit Wardell.
Yes.
David Craig.
Yes.
I will send a email to the applicant requesting any information on window or door changes and the light locations. And then also see if I can get more photographs of the other 3 sides of the building for next month's meeting. In terms of old and new business, when looking at previous approvals from last year, the new house that's under construction on Clinton Street, that house is just now getting siding put on. I met the contractor out there last week to review the siding that was being installed. Noted that a couple of the elevations did not meet one of the conditions of Landmark's approval. For those that can recall from the top of your head, the plan showed a mix of horizontal and board and batten siding. Whenever there was a board and batten front elevation, the siding was to have the return elevations be board and batten. When I was out on site, the returns were not board and batten, and then the garage elevation, which faces south, was entirely horizontal siding. And the plans that Landmarks reviewed showed that garage elevation as board and batten. So I had a conversation with the contractor, who got in touch with the homeowner. They have already applied for next month's meeting to request that the garage elevation be permitted to stay horizontal siding. She had no concerns about the small returns on the front going to board and batten, but really likes the look of the horizontal on the garage elevation. So she's going to be requesting your guys' consideration to keep that design change. The siding's up on those couple of elevations. They should probably have the siding wrapped up, I'd assume, by the end of this week. So if you guys want to go out and take a look at it prior to next month's meeting, you can actually see what that change actually is. I will send you the approved plans and approval letter for that project, just to remind you what was supposed to be installed in the house. In terms of other old new business, we have a bunch of projects in town that are wrapping up from previous approvals. Mr. White let me know that that house on North Trine Street, where they were going to open up the enclosed porch, that work has started. There have been more progress on John Cantner's building in town with that brickwork for that addition. That's his office being worked on. And the walk-up window for the Winchester Farm Exchange has been installed. I don't think the awning has been completed
I
yet, but
think the awning's on there.
the awning's on
They
now.
opened
I took a
already.
picture of that
Saturday
this
was their
morning.
first day.
Okay. Yes, I know that some more of that commercial impact work has been completed. I don't really have much else for old new business unless there's anything you guys wish to discuss.
Anyone?
Good.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn. The time is 7:42.
Roll call, David Creecraft.
Yes.
Can I get a second, please?
Oh, second, I'm sorry. I'll second that. David Creecraft.
Yes.
Linda Henry.
Yes.
Pete Lynch.
Yes.
Roger White, yes. Whit Wardell.
Yes.